Tai is waiting outside the airport impatiently. He knows that flight is landing at 7 in the evening, but still he cannot wait anymore to meet his bunny. So now he is at the airport, but still time is stuck on 6:30. Tai turns back to sit down on the bench near the entrance and found out his brother glaring at him with a furious look. Tai, why are you looking at me like that, huh? Yongi, we knew that flight is supposed to land at 7. Still, we are wasting time here. Tai, did I ask you to come? Yongi, no invitation needed for come here. My brother is coming today after 2 years, so I wanted to welcome him. Tai, oh ho, isn't that your baby sweetie darling Jimin also coming with Bunny? Laughing loudly at his brother's shocking expression. Yongi, hot baby, wait a minute, how do you know about that? Tai, about hot, huh? Yongi, that I am calling darling baby and sweeter to Jimin. Tai looks opposite direction to avoid Yongi's angry grace. Yongi, do not tell me that you have checked out my message, huh, Taeyong? Tai, no, I am not. But one day I saw a notification by accidentally. Yongi, do you like Simin? Tai, hot? No, he is like a brother to me. I do not have any other intention. Yongi, are you crazy, Tai? Actually, did you lost your mind? I mean that I love Jimin as my little brother. I asked whether you like my decision or not. Tai, do you love Jimin? Oh my God, my brother is in love. I am happy for you, Young, hugging Suga tightly. Yongi, love is kind of a beautiful feeling, Tai. Initially, I thought that I loved Ri, then Nam, but now I know that I never ever loved them. This was just I do not know, but this feeling is very unique. Tai, how did you realize that you love him? He is very curious to know about his brother's love story. Yogi, I always wanted to see him and have few words with him. If he was not there with me, I am getting restless. Every minute and every second he occupies my mind and heart. I am very much excited to see him and be with him. These 2 years were enough for me to realize that I am not live without him. I noticed his head as he stand up to go towards the entrance again, but Yogi stopped by holding his shoulder. Yongi, what is the problem, Tai? You can share anything with me and I am young. You look disturbed. Tai, actually, he is stuck in the middle when Suga screamed calling Jimin. His bunny is coming with Jimin. Tai, he is beautiful just like an angel on the earth. There is no one beautiful than this boy in his life. He lifted his pink color small backpack and hugged it closely as his special gift to special one is inside his bag. Tai fails to gather what to describe this beautiful boy who is looking everywhere to find his bear. While Tai lost in his beauty, he knows that Jake is beautiful not only because of his adorable cute face but because of his equally beautiful heart and soul. Jake's adorable face lit up with a smile when he saw his bear is looking at him. He took long steps to fill their gap, but because of his excitement, he lost his patience and started to run towards Tai. He jumped on Tai and hugged tightly by folding his hand around his neck. Due to sudden push, Tai was about to fall, but he holds the state table behind to balance himself. Then, when he realized Jake is in his arm, with that realization, he pushed Jake more towards him by tightly pressing Jake's teeny figure. Happiness is overflowing. Happy tears are rolling down. Jake sleep positioned closely to his arm. Without thinking twice, Jake gave a light kiss to Tai left earlobe. Tai smiled and kissed Jake's hair lovingly. Jake moved away from him to look at his eyes for a while and again hugged him tightly with his teeny arms. I can sense someone hitting onto his shoulder slightly, but he is not in mood to pay attention to surrounding. He wants to freeze this moment. He again his Jake's hair as Jake picked his envelope again. Sugar and Jimin joined to Jin, who is now nearly washing at Jake and Tai with a shocked expression. RM chuckling and winked at Sugar pointing Tai. That's when he realized about their position. Moreover, Tai kissing Jake's hair with closed eyes. Youngie, oh ho, cannot they wait for little while? Look, Jin Young is going to faint, whispered to Jimin. Jimin, Cookie laughed Tai, and for your confirmation information, Jin Young knows that. Young anyone can see that how much they love for each other. Tai is possessive about Cookie. I can remember how he protected Cookie from other boys with a smile as Jimin nodded his head and captured this moment by using his phone. Youngie, you always clicking picture. Why is that? Jimin, these memories last forever. I like to see those photo clips again and again. I learned that from Cookie. He used to capture all little things. Wait a minute, I will WhatsApp this picture to him. Jin looked backward to signal Jimin to come. He pointed his finger at Tai and Cookie and sat down on nearby bench. Jimin parted towards Jake and tapped on his shoulder twice. He opened his eyes slowly to look at Jimin. Jimin, shall we go? Let's continue later. While biting his lip to stop laughter, Jake immediately pushed away from himself. Tai and looks at Suga in an uncomfortable way. He stepped towards Suga and hugged him. Jake, missed you. Suga Young, how are you? Suga, missed you too. Go. I have waited here to welcome you, but you ignored me and didn't bother to shake on me. Fake crying tone. JK, do not try to be drama queen, Young, he said while pushing him slightly. Suga put his left hand around JK's shoulder and whispered, did he say I love you? JK looked back at him with a shocked face. He shifted his angry gaze to Jimin. Sugare, he is innocent, and you know I am very smart detective. I have found out by looking at your eyes. Not only me, our now whole airport knows about that. Jin Young was enjoying that romantic movie to whisper to JK, and at the same time Tai parted towards Suga and JK. JK, oh, where is Ji Young and Jun Young? Started to search for them. Tai quickly headed towards Jin and RM and took blessing from them. Taijin, where are you? I have searched for you. Jinare, liar, I was behind you. As I remember, you did not bother to search for me. So I sat there and enjoyed your antics with a smile. JK feels his cheeks are getting burning and he looked down with shyness. Hey, little one, missed you so much. I raised his head to see the owner of the voices. Adam Young was the one who always played best big brother role in his life. He is the luckiest to have best three guardian in his life. He ran towards Adam and hugged him. I missed you too, Young. I cannot believe that you are going to marry Young. I am happy for you. Adam, next chance is your tie. Tai, no, how is that possible? I am the youngest one in our gang, Young. Whole Kim Mansion is full with happiness and joy. After 2 years, Jake is coming back to his loved ones, his family, and the most precious gift in his life. Mrs. Kim waited at the doorstep to welcome her princess back. Those 2 years have brought so many realizations to his and every family member that they cannot live their life without Jake. He is a prominent and permanent part in everyone's life. Jackie, Yoma, I am back. Mrs. Kim stood at the door with impressive eyes. Her baby doll is coming towards her with spreading hands to hug his mom. He hugged Mrs. Kim and jumped with happiness. Mr. Kim hurriedly joined to them as Jackie shifted his attention to his papa. JK, oh Papa, even I am not willing to go again. I will stay forever with you by holding Mr. Kim pace by his teeny plans. JK, where is Wayne? I thought she is eagerly waiting for me. Mrs. Kim, she was so excited, baby, but she had overloaded exam preparations. I have dropped his friend there. I guess she sent a message to you while walking towards Jimin. Mrs. Kim, Jimin stay with us son at least for few days, cupping his sake. Sugayoma, he is ready to be with us forever, not for few days. Said in a very lower voice tone with a smile. Mrs. Kim, did you say something, Suga? Suga, no, Yoma, nothing. Jimin, auntie, I will go home day after tomorrow and will come back soon, promise. Mrs. Kim, that's good song. Lovely smile. Mrs. Kim, how are you, Jenny? My son become very big. He's going to get married. Jin Shaima, I am good. Hug Mrs. Kim. Am I invisible? Why everyone ignoring me? Vicky come out from the bathroom after having a bath by wearing his white teddy bear towel, his wet hair dripping droplets down his neck to shoulders. He got his night cream to apply over his smooth skin. He increased the volume of the radio by hearing his favorite old number. Yes, I heard your heart is beating for me. I know you love me, bear. He closed his eyes to be in his over dreamland with his man. His heart bear. He slowly opened his eyes to witness his presence. I touched his cheek smoothly while tugging his hair behind his ears. He closed the gap between themselves by pulling Jacket towards him. Water droplets are dripping down from his hair. He kissed Jacket's forehead and then moved to his eyes. He gave wet kisses to his closed eyelids. Jacket turned back to go away from his grip due to shyness. Tai approached him by taking slow step and hugged tightly, pressing Jacket back into himself. J.K. moved his head to other side by giving access to him as he gave mouthful kiss to his shoulder by gripping all water droplet from his shoulder. J.K. turned around and hugged him back tightly as if his whole life is depend on him. He can sense that Tai tightened his hold around his waist. He moved back to see Tai face. He is there with closed eyes and his lip curved into a smile. He tiptoed and kissed corner of Tai's lip while placing his tiny palms on his cheek. He moved into Tai's eyes and whispered, I love you, bear. Bho, bho, bho. He came to into reality with Dennis screaming. Dennis standing in front of him and he started to climb the bed to come closer to him. He looked at everywhere to search about Ty. He was not there with him. JK, was that a dream? Oh God, how I become that much naughty bear. What have done you to me? He slightly hit to his forehead and covered his face by both hands. Dennis looking at him while putting his hand on his lap. JK, my baby, your mama is in love. You know what? I am the happiest boy. Baby, I love your papa. He got up from the bed as Danny followed his mama. He started humming the song and moved his little hand according to rhythm. A room door is slightly open, which was unnoticed to JK. I came to his room, but he was stuck at the doorstep because of the view in front of him. Does not know what is this unfamiliar feeling tucked in his heart, the way JK rotating with Tenny, the way he's singing the song, his beautiful face and his adorable movement are doing something to his heart, and this feeling is very special. Moreover, the way he tucking his towel around his pretty figure, which is barely covered his body line, his curly hair swinging around these shallow dance step movements. He jumped onto the bed to hug his pillow while humming the song continuously. I cannot hold himself further by looking at him, so he shifted his attention into opposite direction. But again, the urge to see Jake affected to him. He again turned back and focused on his cute antics with Bunny Sugar. Tai, what are you doing? Let's go for dinner. Standing behind Tai, he slowly smiled and pulled the door slowly to cover Jake, who is currently singing and dancing with towel. Tai, Bunny, I came here to call Bunny to dinner. Sugar, so why are you standing here? Knock on the Tai started to knock. Taeyong, you go. I will come with him. After few minutes, JK come out by wearing black trousers and t-shirt. Still water droplets are dripping from his hair. Tai pushed him to the room and closed the door. JK, dear, what are you doing? Instead of answering, Tai stepped towards cloth rack and took his towel out. Tai, you are still behaving like a small kid, Bunny. You will get ill. He wipes out JK's hair by using his teddy bear towel, but he was unable to wipe out Jake's image of wearing this towel and dancing all over the room like a kid. He shook his head to rid of that image and failing. Jake felt good and looked at his face. Ty was focusing on his towel and wiping out water droplets from Jake's hair. This man is perfect after all. He belonged to him. Ty doesn't know how can he live without him. He holds his hand while standing up from the bed. Ty is looking at him with a curious face. He took towel from Ty's hand and placed the soft lips on Ty's right hand. Said quickly, then moved back to look at his beetroot-colored face again. Jackie hugged him, placed his soft lips on his lips, and Jackie whispered, "Thank you, bear. Tomorrow lunch as promised, right?" I was choked in his throat. He nodded his head to confront tomorrow last day. Jackie, my good baby, let's go. My